All right, I think we're going to get started here. I want to thank you for coming today. And now that you're seated and most of the doors are closed here, you should know that we're going to have 8 speakers. My name is Will Payne, Managing Partner of Coalfield Strategies. Today's a great day. Today we launch a new and ambitious regional marketing initiative for Southwest Virginia called Invest Southwest Virginia, Invest SWVA. This is a public-private partnership focused on supporting local economic development marketing efforts spanning the entire Go Virginia Region 1 footprint. And that's, as you probably know, 13 counties, 3 cities from Carroll to Lee and from Bristol to Buchanan. So Invest Southwest Virginia is a first of its kind operation in the region and is committed to advancing big ideas. We will focus on energy innovation and the future of work in Southwest Virginia, attracting, retaining young talent by focusing on high-tech and high-wage jobs, a key Go Virginia Region 1 priority. And we're glad to be joined by Region 1 Chairman Mike Quillen. Mike is not only a trusted and respected business and thought leader, he has set an example for the rest of us for selfless dedication to seeing his community thrive and for his servant leadership on Go Virginia. Invest Southwest Virginia will target 4 industry clusters featuring advanced manufacturing, agriculture and forestry to include food and beverage manufacturing, information and emerging technologies, and energy and minerals, all included in Region 1's growth and diversification plan. We're using a public-private model that harnesses the support of state and local leaders, economic development agencies, and key corporate stakeholders to market the region, attract new business investment, and bring the jobs of the future to Southwest Virginia. This initiative is complementary to existing efforts of various state and regional economic development interests and will work in tandem with VDP, the Go Virginia Region 1 Council, the Virginia Coalfield Economic Development Authority, Virginia's Industrial Advancement Alliance, the Tobacco Commission, our local economic development offices throughout the region. The list goes on and on. And so the seed funding for this initiative is coming from the Tobacco Commission with a private match from Point Broadband, a leader in fiber broadband technology, a company that is committed to improving the economic vitality of our region. The funding is for 2 years, making this initiative aggressive, focused, and dependent on results. Before I bring up the other speakers, I'd like to introduce our team, beginning with our leadership. So most people just have one boss. I'm very fortunate in this case to have 9 of them. Evan Feynman serves the dual roles as Virginia's Chief Broadband Advisor and Executive Director of the Tobacco Commission. And under Evan's leadership, the Commission has made landmark investments in Virginia's middle mile and last mile broadband infrastructure. And just this year, the Commission unveiled some creative school loan forgiveness strategies to encourage young people to move into the region. Point Broadband, our private partner to the Tobacco Commission's grant, sees its role as a responsible corporate citizen to make a direct impact on the region's economic sustainability. I want to thank Joseph Puckett, General Manager of Virginia and Tennessee Markets for Point Broadband, for his commitment to this initiative. We have all 3 planning district commissions for the region represented: Dwayne Miller, Lynn Wisco, Jim Baldwin of Cumberland Plateau, and Aaron Sizemore of Mount Rogers. And John Smolak, Director of Economic Development for American Electric Power, for being a new private partner for this initiative. And finally, we have our elected officials. Senator Ben Chafin of Russell County, Delegates Terry Kilgore of Scott County, Israel O'Quinn of Bristol, and Todd Pillion of Abingdon. These leaders are highly engaged and committed to seeing this initiative succeed. It's exciting, it's refreshing to see elected officials take such a hands-on approach to economic development. It absolutely makes a difference, and as a result, we will be employing a tactical use of the region's top political and business leaders to help close the deal. And now on to my team. Former Senator William Wampler is, I think, currently in the air right now. Our senior advisor provides sage advice, lends credibility to our work. I've known William since I was in my mid-20s, working for one of his colleagues in the state Senate. Without a doubt, he's had a lasting impact on this region after more than 24 years of public service. Will Clear, our regional advisor, leads the Virginia Department of Mines, Minerals, and Energy's economic development team. He also brings 2 decades of business development and finance experience in the natural gas industry to the table. We have members of the Hunt Andrews Kurth's Global Economic Development, Commerce, and Government Relations Group, including Todd Haymore, who served as both Secretary of Commerce and Trade and Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry. I couldn't be more proud of the group that we've assembled, from our leadership to the boots on the ground. If you want to succeed, you need to build a team that knows what it takes to win. And so this team has the expertise, the relationships, the grit, and the mojo to deliver. So we're proud to announce today a strategic partnership with the Northern Virginia Technology Council, the trade association for the technology community in Northern Virginia, which serves about 1,000 companies and organizations. Our team will partner with the Nova Tech Council to market remote employment opportunities in Southwest Virginia to the Council's member companies. We will work in collaboration with the Southwestern Virginia Technology Council, Go Virginia, UVA-wise, our community colleges, and our private higher education institutions to ensure a coordinated workforce development strategy. This first-of-its-kind partnership with the Nova Tech Council means that Southwest Virginia will have a seat at the table with Nova-based tech companies that want to tap into a new labor force. Southwest Virginia is ready to take on these growth opportunities. And in fact, we'll be promoting the existing and planned co-working spaces around the region, including UVA-Wise's brand new Oxbow Center in St. Paul and Big Stone Gap with a project town manager, Steve Lawson, is completing an additional Wise County mixed-use development. County Administrator Mike Hatfield is spearheading and using small business incubators. I just visited with Kathy Lowe at the Virginia Highlands incubator next door, and so we'll also be exploring work-at-home options and partnering with communities to attract entrepreneurs. We'll hear from Troy Murphy of the Nova Tech Council about this partnership shortly, but first I asked that the senior member of the Southwest Legislative Delegation, Delegate Kilgore, who also serves, by the way, as chairman of the Tobacco Commission, to come up, and then we'll hear from Senator Chafin, followed by Delegates O'Quinn and Pillion.
Thank you. That just means I'm old when he says I'm senior. So it's a really great day for Southwest Virginia and the Commonwealth of Virginia as a whole. I'm excited to see something come together that we've talked about. A lot of us in this room have talked about it for years, and finally come together and get off the ground. It's a public-private partnership. It's going to leverage business leaders, state and local government officials, economic development agencies to develop viable business prospects for our area. And I'd like to thank Joseph and Point Broadband in particular for being our major private partner. We couldn't have done it without you, and we really appreciate Point Broadband and your investment. And the goal of this is to bring everyone together, working in partnership to bring new economic development to Southwest Virginia. Southwest Virginia is going to be aggressive, it's going to be strategic, and that's why we selected Coalfield Strategies to lead this effort. They have unmatched expertise in technology and energy sectors, and that's 2 areas that we really want to focus on for our region. And they also had unique relationships already built in the region, state, nationwide, and internationally. And so I'm thrilled that we're announcing this initiative today and looking forward to some quick wins. You get that quick wins in the near future for Southwest Virginia. And with that being said, I call on Senator Ben Chafin.
Thank you, Delegate Kilgore. You know, I am so pleased to be here and be a member of this innovative project. I'm looking around this place and I see that it's just completely filled with people who are deeply interested in Southwest Virginia, what I call the great Southwest Virginia. We have economic developers, we've got legislators, state and local officials, business leaders, and advocates for the great Southwest Virginia, all located here in this room. Point Broadband has already made, as Terry indicated, a large investment in this initiative. And because of their dedication to Southwest Virginia and to economic development in Southwest Virginia, it will be a large measuring stick for Point Broadband. And on the Coalfield team, and I think everyone knows Todd Haymore to my left, who spent 12 years working to support agriculture and forest industries in the Commonwealth, and he attracted some major employers that we all know about, not to say the least, Amazon and Microsoft, for investments in Virginia. This is a strong group of individuals that we have here today, and agencies and businesses that will be looking to bring this unique and transformative economic development opportunities here to the Great Southwest. Mark my word, this team is unmatched. And working together in a strategic, creative, and bold way, we're going to do a lot of good for this region. I'd like to introduce next my colleague Israel O'Quinn, who represents the 5th House District. Israel, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Ben, and good afternoon. It is an exciting day to be able to be here at the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. And I know that everyone in this room knows and believes in your heart that there are limitless opportunities for business development right here in Southwest Virginia. We just haven't always been able to catch the breaks that we've wanted. But Invest Southwest Virginia is going to aggressively work to pursue those opportunities while doing it with a focused and strategic approach. It's not going to be a fly by the seat of your pants or a wing and a prayer or a shotgun approach. It's going to have a very strategic and focused approach day in, day out, methodically. And here today, as has already been said, we have the Northern Virginia Technology Council, which is the largest technology trade association in the United States. And we also have Point Broadband, who provides a lot of fiber network here in Southwest Virginia. And both are here because they are fully committed to helping us bring investment, and particularly tech investment, to our region. But this initiative goes far beyond just technology. We're working to market this region as an opportunity to connect energy, broadband, technology, and agriculture opportunities together. And we're going to market this region using strategies tailored specifically to our region as we target these particular industries. So I'm thrilled about this initiative, the potential that it has, and the boundless opportunity we have to change the economic development landscape in Southwest Virginia, and in thus doing so, the future of Southwest Virginia for people who are going to come many years behind all of us. So I'd now like to introduce delegate from the 4th House District, my friend Delegate Todd Pillion.
Well, thank you, Israel. We have people from all over the region here today, and that's telling. That includes, in fact, 13 counties and 3 cities. And everyone is coming to the table to make sure that this initiative is strategic, creative, and aggressive to bring new opportunities to Southwest, because we know that's exactly what it's going to take. Our expectation is for Invest Southwest Virginia to be a game changer. We're going to be working together to bring new investments to our communities and new opportunities to our region's families. Invest Southwest Virginia will leverage both public and private resources to help position Southwest Virginia for a better, brighter, and bolder future, and that future starts today.
Thank you, Delegate Pillion, and thank you to all of our elected officials. I've had a pleasure of working for over a dozen political leaders over the years and on both sides of the aisle, and these gentlemen provide Southwest Virginia unmatched representation in Richmond. And when there are battles in the General Assembly that impact this region, you better hope you're on their side, because they'll fight to make sure the voice of the people of Southwest Virginia is heard loud and clear. And now I want to bring up our ace in the hole, former Secretary of Commerce and Trade and Agriculture and Forestry, Todd Haymore. Todd has built relationships across party lines to promote Virginia businesses here and abroad, as well as attracting foreign business investments to the Commonwealth. He is a veteran of more than 50 national and international investments, trade missions. He is passionate about developing bold strategies that give rural communities the opportunity to build on their strengths and diversify their economies. In his previous role in the last administration, the unemployment rate fell, hourly and weekly earnings increased, exports from Virginia reached $36 billion. We climbed back to the top 5 states for business, and more than 210,000 new jobs were created across the Commonwealth. He's responsible for some of the largest economic development deals in Virginia history. Todd.
I don't need to say anything now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As my grandfather used to say, if somebody said such nice things about you, you need to just sit down and let that stand by itself. Well, thank you again. I would be remiss if I did not recognize the gentleman behind me as well, Senator Chafin, and the delegates. Will touched on it. Having worked for both Democrat and Republican governors over the last 12 years, I dare say there's anybody in Richmond, Virginia, in the General Assembly that fought harder and more diligently for their region than the gentleman standing behind me. So it's an honor to be working with you now in this new role and supporting the great work that Coalfield Strategies and particularly Will Payne, the leadership that he's going to provide. Everybody's touched on this. Economic development is a team sport. It takes a team to get things done. And this area is already blessed with some outstanding economic developers at the local, regional levels, and we are honored to be a partner with them, and again, to grow the team to help have more opportunities or bring more opportunities to this region. I'm from Southside Virginia, born and raised right outside of Danville in Pittsylvania County on a tobacco farm. So while Delegate Kilgore has reminded me that nothing is Southwest Virginia, doesn't matter where you're from, numerous times, I do know enough about Southwest Virginia from my time in state government and having a similar upbringing in rural Southside Virginia to recognize the unique challenges that a particular region faces and the great opportunities, the great quality of life that's here, the educational opportunities, so much. So there's just so much this part of the state has to offer, and we're going to market that. I'm sitting in a new space now, heading up a practice group at Hunt & Andrews Kurth that's aimed at global economic development, global commerce, and government relations. And we're going to be using, again, working with the gentleman behind me, but the team, folks I've referenced here in the room, we're going to be utilizing our leverage points around the world. Hunton has offices as far out as Beijing and then all across the United States. And just this week, staff in Dallas, Texas at the Site Selectors Guild meeting talking about Southwest Virginia, again, working to harness the new opportunities that we believe that we're going to bring to this region. So Will, everybody behind me, thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this, and we look forward to bringing those successes home that I think you've demanded right up front. So, and you too, Senator Chafin. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. Next, we have Troy Murphy, Director of Policy for the Northern Virginia Technology Council. Troy has been a major driver in the development of this new partnership between the Nova Tech Council and Invest Southwest Virginia. And moving forward, he'll play a critical role in our work to connect his member companies to growth opportunities in this region. Troy.
Thank you very much, Will. Good afternoon, everyone. As Will said, my name is Troy Murphy. I'm the Director of Policy at NVTC. I'm delighted to be here today to take part in this exciting announcement. Since NVTC's founding nearly 3 decades ago, Virginia has been a clear leader in growth and innovation. In fact, as many of you know, this year, Commonwealth reclaimed its place as a top state for business through CNBC's ranking. Very proud of that accomplishment. We have become the largest market in the world for data transmission and data storage. And as you know, there are many other exciting things happening in Virginia, as been mentioned previously, including Amazon's HQ2 announcement, Micron's recently announced $2 billion expansion of their chip manufacturing facility, the satellites and spacecraft at Northrop Grumman's building, Visa's Operation Center East, where they power commerce by processing more than 15,000 credit card transactions a second, and so many other technology businesses across telecom, software, energy, aerospace, biotech, artificial intelligence, robotics, Internet of Things, and healthcare. Our technology community is inventing the future right here in Virginia. At NVTC, we believe a key to that success is the effective partnerships and collaborations between the industry and public sector. In that effort, I'm glad to be here today to take part in this important announcement and to express NVTC's commitment to this initiative. One of the top issues that we hear from our members is their need to have access to a qualified workforce. And while the number of degrees awarded in STEM fields has steadily increased in Virginia, interstate migration provided a net outflow of college-educated adults from 2012 to 2016 in Virginia. We think that trend can be reversed, and one of the keys to that will be this partnership between Invest Southwest Virginia and NVTC. We believe this partnership will open up a great deal of unique growth opportunities for our member companies, and through our collaboration, we hope to bring the high-tech employers to Southwest Virginia while attracting the next generation workforce to the region. I'm excited to continue my involvement in this initiative and look forward to working with everyone going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Troy. This initiative is involving the business community in our marketing efforts, from our Point Broadband and AEP to corporate interests that play a key role in the region's future. And so for our final speaker, we'll hear from Mary Trigiani, a Senior Vice President of New People's Bank, which has branches across our region. Mary serves on the board of the Southwestern Virginia Technology Council and is acting as a liaison to this effort to build a regional tech ecosystem. And so Mary grew up in Wise County, returned to the region 3 years ago after working in Silicon Valley and San Francisco with startups and tech companies. Mary.
Afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Troy. I'll start with you. Our workforce is the future of work. I think everyone in this room believes that. And so what we're doing here with the Northern Virginia Tech Council, and I'm the newest one on the board of the Southwestern Virginia Tech Council, so that's why I got this job. But we're very happy to welcome Troy and his efforts and his energy. The path to growth in our workforce is partnership like this, and we're going to be a good partner with you. The legislators, we all know these gentlemen behind us. They're kind of our hands-on Continental Congress in this challenge that we all have in front of us to make this economy what we all want it to be and what we know it can be. So they're very inclusive of business, which means they expect all of us to be ambitious in the right way. Not about power, but about growth and sharing a vision. Lastly, I want to thank Will, because I've had the opportunity to speak with him frequently over the last couple of weeks, and his passion matches ours. And as someone who came here as a newcomer a little while ago, and then back 3 years ago, it resonates with me, and it's something that all of us should really grab hold onto. He's here because he wants to be. He knows he's got these quick wins. I wrote this down. We're here to help with quick wins. That's what our council is going to help do, our Southwestern Virginia Technology Council. But to close, it's the relationships that I think that Will is eager to pull us into, which should make us eager to pull him into relationships with us, and also the Northern Virginia Tech Council. We can really make things happen if we open ourselves up, open our windows, and show them who we are and what we can bring to the table. So here's the quick wins, Delegate Kilgore. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Mary, for agreeing to play an important role in this initiative and our work with NVTC. Just like we've done with Mary, we'll be reaching out to many of you to assist in providing strategic advice and lending reputational support as we meet with decision makers. We've got to be entrepreneurial in our efforts. So we are developing a local team to provide a variety of last dollar financing options to assist in deal closing. And so our message to everyone here is simple. We want you to be a part of our work. Partnerships are crucial to our success. When we work together, the region benefits. On behalf of the entire team and those here today, I want to thank Tobacco Commission, Point Broadband, Northern Virginia Technology Council, AEP, and everyone here for joining us in this adventure. Stay tuned and thank you.